As we always enjoy Eddie Gossage coming in here, No Maple. Crash Gladys, I'm Kenny Sargeant. Don't forget NASCAR Busch Series race, the O'Reilly Challenge, going off at what time? This afternoon.
I get here about 11 o'clock.
Right.
And that's all that matters.
Just stay until it starts. Buy you a hot dog, buy you a Coke, buy you a T-shirt,
right.
Wander around, buy you another hot dog, another Coke.
Hey, Gossage,
you know what?
What?
No, I need to comment on that because we do the pre-race show here, then we go out in the pits, watch the beginning, and then we walk over to the other side to be with the fans and watch the race from the grandstands. And I have to say that literally you guys have some of the best food here. I mean, you've got a margarita area, you've got burritos somewhere, you've got the typical burgers and dogs, but you've got everything.
Fletcher's corny dogs.
That's right.
I'm telling you, you know.
That's his favorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna have a few or 6 this afternoon.
Gossage, you see guys like Brian Clausen here, we had Kozlowski in here, young dudes, and
I got kids older than them.
Isn't that crazy?
My gosh.
18, 19 years old, going into Texas Motor Speedway where there's 200,000 people and running a freaking race when you're used to doing these little quarter midgets in front of your mom and dad and 14 other people. These guys can't even act like they know what they're doing.
Well, but obviously they do. You know, I mean, he didn't get here just because he's, a good-looking kid or something like that. He's got talent, and the Agajanian group recognizes that Chip's not out there handing out money.
Right.
I mean, Chip, he throws nickels around like
He doesn't throw nickels around.
I better be quiet. He's not going to throw money around.
No.
And so, he's obviously got a lot on the ball, or he wouldn't be here. And so it's just amazing to see these young guys coming up, because there was a time, not too long ago, that you had to be 40 to get a riding cup because you didn't know anything until you were 40,
Right.
So it's changed completely.
Eddie Gossage, Texas Motor Speedway, joins us here on Live 105.3 for the official NASCAR Busch pre-race show. Made some noise yesterday. Bruton Smith, he held
he
court.
Always makes noise.
He held court. Bruton Smith, of course, the owner of the track and a number of tracks across the country that NASCAR runs with.
In my personal opinion, the best tracks. I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here, but come on, Vegas, Bristol, Atlanta, here, now New Hampshire, Sonoma, Charlotte.
And speaking of throwing nickels, here goes Bruton Smith throwing more nickels and dimes at New Hampshire.
$340 million to buy New Hampshire, now New Hampshire Motor Speedway. You see that new logo yesterday?
Oh,
yeah. So, and I say that they've just agreed to the deal. It'll close in the first quarter of the year. So it's not done yet, but it's going to be done. So it's exciting news for. I know Bruton called me the other day and said, "Hey, bought a Speedway." So he was so proud. He just wanted to, and we talked and talked and talked. He's just so excited about buying New Hampshire. Loves that place, and I think he's going to be great for it.
So can you at least divulge a little bit of what's going to go on now in between his properties? Rumors of Las Vegas getting a second race now, taking one away from New Hampshire. Rumors of Texas and New Hampshire swapping in the chase.
Yeah, all that I think is just incredible. To like I said, they've just agreed to buy it. And so I heard a call yesterday at the press conference. Are you going to continue to run the Wheeling Modified Tour or the Busch North? And he looked over at me like, I'm not sure. That's, he's just agreed to buy it. So slow down, be patient. New Hampshire's had 26 consecutive sellouts. They sell 100,000 tickets. That's a big time going successful speedway. So people that are adding 2 and 2 and getting 38 need to slow down.
Gossage, I drive into your stadium here.
Oh no.
4 or 5. What?
I know what you're going to ask.
Then why do I ask it?
Just ask it because the listeners and Eddie don't know.
4 or 5 times a year, and I see the same damn 3 cars out in that lake, Gossage. When are you going to change those things? That's back when Janet Guthrie was running open wheel.
Wow.
No, it's not.
When are you going to put something out there that
do you understand how racing works, son?
Son.
Explain how racing
That's
works.
That's why I'm on this side.
Okay? Here's how racing works. It's called OPM. You know what OPM stands for?
I've had a few women that know exactly what OPM is.
OPM is other people's money.
Oh, yeah.
Those cars within the lake are sponsored.
So Enzo, Interstate.
So we'll gladly put the Freak Nation stock car out there.
Right.
Just see my business agent.
With a bargain price of.
I just made your point right there, didn't I? Every time I drive up, I see those cars, and if they're paying for
What are the names of those cars out there?
Well, I can't. Well, I said I can't say one of them because it's a rival to our official oil, which is OPM for the Freak Nation.
Well, Interstate batteries, that's not a conflict.
But I can say Pennzoil over and over and over again.
And who's sponsoring that 46, the truck?
46, I think, is Chevy.
Is that Chevy?
Yeah, it's a Chevy. So anyway, you know, but the truth is, and people don't know what we're talking about, there's a 26-acre lake at the corner of our property, which is where I-35 and 114 connect. And there's 3 race cars, a NASCAR Craftsman truck, an Indy car, and a Nextel Cup car racing across the water. And the truth is, they're floating on docks that are just barely beneath the water. And every once in a while, we get terrible wind here in Texas. Every once in a while, I look out there, and they're over up against the shore because they broke loose from the chain that's holding them to the, you know. So we got to get divers down there to, you know, get the chains connected. It's fun stuff.
With those big old catfish we talk about.
They're big catfish now. Big catfish.
Oh, don't tell Lugnuts that.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be back here with his fishing pole. Serious.
Yeah. So huge catfish. So anyway, but for the price, we can do a deal.
See this business.
OPM.
I told the Freak Nation last night that I was going to ask Gossage about those same damn 3 cars that are out there. But if it's OPM, bro, I'm all about that.
That's right.
I'm all about that.
My OPM is called Bruton Smith. God bless him. I love it.